When will the monster be ready, Baroness?
Quiet, you fool. More light. Whenever I work with the monster, I overload the circuits.
His mother and father need electricity.
Silence.
Will he walk? Will he talk?
Restoring the monster will be my greatest achievement.
He's horrible.
Horribly good. This switch will turn on the special current when we are ready. Baroness Frankenstein! Baroness Frankenstein! The lights, Igor. Who was that calling, Igor?
She wasn't calling Igor, she was calling Baroness Frankenstein.
Yes, but who was it?
The Phantom Bride. She makes me nervous.
Nervous? Why?
Because when she walks, I can hear her bones rattle.
This just came for you. It was hand-delivered by a messenger.
That's odd.
So is the messenger.
In this castle, who would notice?
Oh, what's wrong, Baroness? This can't be.
Good news or bad?
Quick, Igor, find Medusa, find Vampira.
They're upstairs, and I don't like to go up there.
Why?
There are mice.
Do as I command.
Yes, Baroness, at once, Baroness.
Truly, the house of Frankenstein is cursed.
What was in that letter? I've never seen you like this.
I'm depressed. If I saw a rainbow right now, I'm sure it'd be black and white.
Anything wrong? You look worried, Baroness.
Oh, it's you, Jacqueline Hyde. Which one are you now?
You are distraught.
She's Jacqueline, of course. When she's Hyde, her nails grow long, her hands turn into claws, and she makes those terrible faces.
Of course. Forgive me. My mind wandered, and I went along with it.
What's happening?
Oh, it's you, Invisible Man. Do come in. This concerns you, too. Won't you sit down?
I can never make him out.
Just follow his footsteps in the carpet.
Comfortable? Good.
I still don't understand what's going on.
That's not unusual for you, Phantom Bride.
Igor sounded an alarm?
Oh, it's Medusa. Won't you sit down?
That's a good idea. I'm not tired, but the snakes are.
Where are the others?
Not the Invisible Man!
They'll be along. Deeps, I'm sorry, Invisible Man. I didn't see you sitting there.
No one ever does. That's why he's called the Invisible Man.
My poor darlings are restless. They know when there's tension in the air.
Personally, I'd rather have tension in the air than snakes in the hair.
I found her, Baroness.
I do not like to be up and around in the daylight. It wrinkles the skin and damages the taste buds.
This is an emergency.
In that case, I'll rest my eternal bones.
Don't sit on the Invisible Man!
1,000 pardons, I didn't see you sitting there. No one ever does.
That's why he's called the Invisible Man.
Let's not go into that again. Sit there, Vampira.
I'm thirsty.
Don't look at me. My blood dried up centuries ago.
I'm not surprised. I understand at your wedding, everyone kissed the groom.
Please, please, no bickering.
The monster. He's not handsome, the monster. Itchy, itchy goo.
Igor! You must not torment the monster.
You can't hear me.
He can hear you.
I understand.
He
Yes,
has brains, but they're just in dead storage.
Precisely. They just need a little shock from this current. But now I have fearful news.
You don't mean he's coming back?
Not the werewolf.
He's a distracting influence. Also, he teases my snakes.
He grooms his face with a comb.
He won't conform to community standards.
And we're the community.
He'd steal a dead fly from a blind spider.
He scratches the upholstery.
There is nothing worse than the werewolf.
If he comes in the front door, I go out the back. I can't stand to be around him.
Could we please forget the werewolf?
Forget him? Who could forget such a creature? The day he was born, his father took one look, ran down to the zoo, and threw rocks at the stork.
Phantom Bride, you exaggerate.
The creature is not normal. Do not let him return.
Silence, all of you. The werewolf is not coming back. Ever. Something far worse is about to arrive. I have received a most distressing communication, one that affects us all. As you know, I bear the name Frankenstein. Because of my ancestors' work with the monster, the name of Frankenstein has become a name to fear. That is why I have opened this castle to all creatures of the night. I, too, have known prejudice. Here we are safe from prying eyes of ignorant villagers. And I can continue my ancestors' work. Nothing must disturb my experiments. I shall restore the name of Frankenstein to greatness.
She does carry on. We all appreciate your hospitality, Baroness.
You're an angel.
Indeed.
I should have told you before.
Tell us what?
Castle Frankenstein does not belong to me.
It's not yours?
I had to sell it years ago for back taxes.
Who bought it?
A rich American matron.
Sounds like a tourist.
Tourist? How unfortunate.
Tourists have only one motto.
Stop, look, and litter.
Will you all please pay attention? I have received word that this rich American matron is coming here to the castle.
She's coming here?
Yes, and when she finds out there's no staff, she'll kick us all out.
No.
I can't cope in the outside world. You should hear what hairdressers say to me.
I can imagine.
Who are you to talk? One sip of ordinary water and we see your hide. It's awful. Even my snakes recoil.
Nonsense! Merely a muscular reaction.
But he moved!
Think of him as a human dynamo that short-circuited along the way.
Who is this rich American matron?
This is Hannah Hoopla from Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Huh. Possibly a relative of the Hooplas from Transylvania.
When does she arrive?
Any minute.
Any minute?
That's what her note said.
Oh, we've got to think of something.
I'm open to suggestions.
The Invisible Man is clever.
Good idea. Let's ask him.
Invisible Man, what advice can you offer?
He ran out when the monster sat up.
Oh,
How long is Mrs. Hoopla planning on staying?
only the night. She's going on to Paris in the morning.
Perfect.
Paris is not perfect. It has many faults.
How would you know?
I was married there.
When?
The year 1600.
That's why she wears a veil.
I'd wear a veil too. If I had a face like hers. She had to hire a pickpocket to lift it.
Look who's talking. You're a walking snake pit.
You need a psychiatrist.
What's that?
Someone who will listen to you as long as you don't make any sense. He'd do well here. We must concentrate on the issue.
We've all agreed that we don't want to leave.
Of course.
Certainly.
I'd give all the blood I have to stay.
That's not much of a sacrifice considering you don't have any.
I've got it. Look at all of us sitting here.
Ah, I perceive your plan. Excellent, Jacqueline Hyde, excellent.
What plan? If Mrs. Hannah Hoopla from Pottsville, Pennsylvania expects to see a castle staff, we won't disappoint her. The plan is foolproof.
You mean we're going to be the staff?
Brilliant idea. I'll be the downstairs maid, way down in the dungeon.
Splendid scheme. But who will be the butler?
I'll be the butler.
No good. I said the plan was foolproof, not idiot-proof.
Igor would be about as convincing as the werewolf.
Please don't mention that name.
We'll use you-know-who.
Where is he?
I told him the rest. He was becoming unraveled.
She's here, Miss Pottsville from Hooplavania.
You mean Mrs. Hanna from Transylvania?
You mean Mrs. Sylvania from Hannahville?
You mean Mrs. Cannibal from Hannibal?
Whoever she is, she's at the front doors.
You are all now a member of the staff. A servant. Remember, act perfectly normal. What am I saying? Quick, disperse! If ever the monster moves again, leave the room immediately and come for me. Do you understand?
Why is that so important, Baroness?
Because once I have restored the monster to life, the first person he looks upon, he shall consider his parent. In order that I have complete control over the monster, he must first look upon the face of a Frankenstein. Now, do you understand?
Yes, now I understand, Baroness. Get you, go.
I warned you about that!
No, Baroness, no!
You must not torment the monster!
Please, Baroness, please!
I will be respectful to you.
Mercy.
You stupid, incompetent oaf! What are you pointing at? Oh, Mrs. Hoopla.
I banged, no one answered.
Ah, Mrs. Hoopla, what an honor. Your message arrived only moments ago. Won't you sit down?
Who or what is that unusual-looking person?
Him? Oh, that's only idiot. I mean Igor. He's the candy man. Run along, Igor, and tend to your frights. I mean the lights.
I'll come directly to the point, Baroness. Month after month, I send your check, and I never hear a word in response. Unusual behavior, I must say.
My letters must have gotten lost in the mail.
All of them? And also, the villagers tell me that strange things happen here at night. Weird lights, that sort of mumbo-jumbo.
They are ignorant people, imagining all sorts of things because of the Frankenstein name.
Perhaps. In any case, I'm inspecting all of my European properties, and if I find anything out of the ordinary, I shall close this castle immediately. Do you understand me, Baroness?
I think you'll find everything in order.
Order? Weren't you beating the handman with a cane?
That's the only way I can keep the staff in line. They respect authority, and this way you get the most for your money.
Yes, servants can be a problem. However, I am dissatisfied with the grounds. The driveway looks like a weed patch, the dust in the hallway is stifling, and unless I'm mistaken, I think I saw her stitched in the fountain. Not only that,
Yes?
I think I saw someone or something looking at me through the shrubbery.
Something?
I did not find it amusing. I couldn't shake the impression. Perhaps it was because the shrubbery looked like it hadn't been trimmed in years. Don't I pay for a gardener?
Igor is the gardener too.
The thing that slunk out like something from a horror film?
Many people remark on the similarities.
I'm not at all satisfied with what I see. No, not at all. I shall make a complete inspection. My niece and her husband, newlyweds, are with me. Send the butler to the car to fetch our bags.
The butler.
I do have a butler.
Yes, the butler. Karis, will you fetch the bags from the car?
I take a very light lunch. My diet, you understand? I lost 20 pounds this past year.
I bet that was a weight off of your mind. Oh, I beg your pardon.
What was that weird-looking thing?
I didn't see any weird-looking thing.
It walked in and it walked out.
Oh, you mean Karis.
Karis?
That's your butler.
My butler?
He was in a terrible accident, but he's much better now.
Please, I'm feeling a bit faint. Might I have a glass of water?
Of course. Perhaps it's the altitude. We're very high up, you know.
Not high enough for what I think I saw.
What is it you think you saw?
My butler is a mummy.
A mummy? A papa, maybe, but not a mummy. You rang, Baroness? Please bring Mrs. Hoopla a glass of water. At once.
No ice. Ah! Snakes! Get them away! Snakes! Ah, they're all over the place! Get them away! Snakes! Ah! Please get them away!
Oh dear,
They're all
I'm
over
afraid
the
of this.
place! the snakes.
Now, Mrs. Hoopla, you're just upset, overtired.
Too much traveling. That's all.
You don't understand, either of you. This place is unusual.
It better be.
It's Castle Frankenstein.
In this place, they have to mark the towels his, hers, and its. They have to be the gardener with a cane. The butler is a mummy, and I'm sure of it. And the maid,
What about the maid?
she has snakes growing out of her head.
Your water, Mrs. Hoopla, without ice.
Don't let her get to me, please!
For goodness sakes, Aunt Hannah, pull yourself together.
Hello.
What is your name, Fraulein?
Jacqueline, madam, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Castle Frankenstein.
No more snakes? Oh, perhaps I have been a bit overwrought.
Well, let me show you to your room. You can rest.
Yes, you're most kind. I'm not well. No, I'm not well.
A nice nap will do wonders for you, Mrs. Hoopla.
Thank you.
What do you make of that?
Poor thing. Whenever she's not married, she's not herself.
How many times has Aunt Hannah been married?
Lots.
I mean exactly.
Only 6 times.
6?
Yep, she's outlived them all. Funny thing about my uncles.
So they all had your Aunt Hannah for a wife.
No, they all looked alike.
Alike?
She went for an early American feature.
I'm not following.
They all looked like buffaloes.
Buffaloes?
They all looked exactly alike. Harry.
So they were all named Harry.
Not Harry. Harry. The minute she meets a man who has a bushy beard and doesn't say much, she's like a lovesick schoolgirl. She can't resist.
Ouch! What's the matter?
Don't do that again.
Do what?
You pinched me.
I did not.
You most certainly did.
I most certainly did not.
The invisible man, I suppose.
Mrs. Hoopla is resting. Might I show you to your rooms?
Upstairs?
First door on the left, but I'd be happy to show you.
No need. Ouch! Don't do that again.
Do what?
Oh, forgive me, sir. I was thinking out loud.
How long have you lived here at Castle Frankenstein?
Only a few months.
Like it?
I like the isolation and the solitude.
Oh dear.
What is it?
Your aftershave cologne.
It's called Night in the Black Lagoon.
Yes, I know. I'm allergic to it.
How can I help?
You can't.
Black Lagoon never got this reaction before.
I'll be all right.
Doesn't sound like it.
Move away from me. Move away.
You need some water.
No.
Hey! Wait a minute! Would you tell me where the kitchen is? We need some more water! Hey! Jacqueline? Jacqueline! Where are you? What? Oh, yeah, sure.
I am quite recovered.
Glad to hear of it. Where did you say my room was?
Upstairs, first door on the left. I think your wife's been packing, but I'd be happy to show you. We all work hard here at Castle Frankenstein.
Right.
Yes, marvelous staff. Couldn't get another like it.
So far, so good. If we can keep it up till morning, we might get away with it.
I can only last
Mrs. Hoople is suspicious.
Suspicion isn't proof. I think everything is going as well as can be expected.
So do I.
Thank you, Invisible Man. I appreciate your feeling. Remember, we mustn't stop the flow of money.
Money, money. Ugh, money is filthy.
Money may be filthy, Vampira.
Filthy Vampira, could you separate those two words a little bit more?
Vampira, money may be filthy, but it pays for lots of disinfectant.
Here, here.
Thank you again, Invisible Man.
He does move around.
We must continue on the way we are going. Only Medusa?
Yes?
I think you might want to wear a wig or dust cap. Cover the snakes.
We'll have to take a vote.
A vote?
Each snake is entitled to one vote.
In that case, I suggest you stay out of sight. We can't risk having Mrs. Hoopla see the snakes a second time.
I agree.
Invisible Man, would you mind not running around a lot? You're only adding to the confusion.
With all of our troubles, just imagine what it would be like if he was back.
Ooh.
He.
Who? He.
He.
He who?
Please.
I mean the werewolf. I mean, you couldn't really notice the teeth.
Oh, those sharp, pointy buck teeth. His snout covered most of them.
I just hope he's not coming back soon.
If he told him I was driving him to the grave, I'd get the car.
Ha ha. Good one, Igor.
What is going on down there? Baroness! 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 What is this infernal racket? How am I expected to sleep under these conditions? Sounds like the charge of the Light Brigade. Quiet as a tomb. Perhaps it was my imagination. I do let my imagination rage on. I see footsteps when there aren't any, and I see snakes when there aren't any. Oh dear, dear, what is happening to me? Ah! Who are you?
Your cook, madam.
Cook?
That is correct.
If you're my cook, why are you wearing a bridal veil?
Oh, this? This isn't a bridal veil. It's an onion protector.
Onion protector?
So my eyes won't water.
And isn't that a bouquet of dead flowers in your hand?
The dead flowers? Oh no, Mrs. Hoopla. It's an herb garden. I always carry it with me.
I do let my imagination rage on. Oh, cook must have laid out a buffet. I suppose there's cheese, salad, fruits, cold cuts. A damn sheet to give everything fresh and appetizing. Ah! Help, monster! Help! Help!
Aunt Hannah! Aunt Hannah? Did I hear you calling? This old castle is like a haunted mansion. Hear sounds, see nothing. Who's that? Help! 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 Aunt Hannah!
Wunderbar! The Invisible Man is subduing the werewolf! Fight, Invisible Man! Fight! Punch him!
Jump on it!
Pick up! Come on, Invisible Man!
Annihilate him.
Throw him out! Stop him! Come on, Invisible Man! Pull his tail! Yeah!
Pull his tail!
Pull his tail! Keep him out of it, Invisible Man!
Fight!
Fight him! Keep him out! Jump on his head!
Fight!
Good
Seymour? Or Thornton? Or Abe? Sir, with that beard and those great sad eyes, you are the living image of my previous husband. All 6 of them! May they rest in peace. Don't say a word. Just let me look at you. Yes, you had the face of a saint. A Saint Bernard. Those teeth, just like Abe's, and I loved Abe more than any of my other mates. Oh, sir, I must be married. Without marriage, I'm not sane. I'm irrational, confused, and I can even mistake a simple buffet to be the Frankenstein monster. You can share my fortune. It'll help your love for me to bloom. Marvelous. You're a man of few words. I love you. We can go to Paris for our honeymoon. Come on.
Where are you going with that?
That, dear Baroness, is my next husband.
But Miss Hoopla, you can't marry him.
Don't be presumptuous, idiot. I shall marry whomever I choose. We're off to Paris for my honeymoon.
He's marrying a real dog.
Never mind that. We're safe. Safe.
Who was that?
Oh, that was only Igor, the handyman. And Gardner. He's eccentric.
Castle Frankenstein would make anyone that way.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I mean, in this castle, if a boy were to meet a girl whose lips were on fire, who trembled in his arms, he'd better give her up. She probably has malaria.
Very droll. Ha ha.
When is lunch? Baroness, have you seen my aunt?
She,
Yes.
rather difficult to explain. She met a man, a kind of man, and decided to marry him. They left for Paris.
That's cuckoo.
So's the man.
Nice! If the man had a beard.
Oh, he had a beard. He had a beard all over.
Yep, that's Aunt Hannah for you. Show her hair and she don't care.
Cook has set out luncheon on the terrace.
Thank you.
You know, I'm actually getting to like this place.
Be wonderful for kids, I suppose.
Our kids will love it.
I hope so, but we've got years to think about that. Switch off the lights and let's go eat.
All right.
Now I know what they mean by alternating current.